What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Madpack with me, ClarityInLies. Yeah, so last time we kind of went on a bit of an adventure, and when I say adventure, I kind of mean I got my butt kicked a lot. So I'm going to try and avoid... What is that? Is that a node? Can I see nodes through... What the heck? I think I can see nodes through the wall. That's interesting. It's kind of helpful, too. I don't know. I think that might be just a visual bug or something. I'm definitely going to check that out later. Anyways, yep, so I am done with the adventure. No more adventure for me, please. So instead, what we are going to do is we're just going to spend a bit of an episode just inside of our Thaumcraft room and inside of our base here. Nice and safe and away from all those ugly, nasty mods. And mobs, not mods. The mods are actually quite amazing. Yeah, so we're gonna spend some time in here. We're gonna get started on some of the Thaumcraft stuff, some of the cooler things I wanted to share with you guys before we left off, but oh well. Yeah, so we're going to work on getting ourselves a little bit of a, not this, not that, not that. Where is it? Well, we're going to get some jars set up. We're going to have some golems on the go as well, hopefully. We're going to work on that a little tiny bit there. Might as well... Oh, I can't learn that yet. Yeah, so we're going to work on that a little bit, and then we're going to get into some infusion. Infusion is quite awesome. Like, it looks amazing. It gives you access to a lot of really awesome parts of the mod. It looks pretty freaking sexy as well, and like there's a lot of aspects to it that's that make it very fun to play around with. One of the things that Infusion needs, however, is a bunch of aspects in order to get the whole Infusion started. So we're gonna have to make sure that there are a bunch of jars around it. These jars right here, these warded jars, which do cost a little bit of aqua to make. We're gonna have to make sure that these these warded jars are filled up with some essentia and some, you know, aspects all around it, so that it can drain out it can drain out into the infusion, and that way we can craft some of the sexier things in Thaumcraft, because infusion is required in a lot of the more advanced stuff in Thaumcraft, like let's say that I wanted to make myself... Oops, I keep on clicking on things. Stop it. So let's say that I wanted to make myself a wand focus portable hull. Oh well, this thingy. Wait, what? I thought this was... Oh, equal trade is... Okay. Well, I am getting lost here. Okay, let's say that I wanted to make myself a quartz wand core. Well, in order to do the quartz wand core, this isn't just a simple recipe. You can tell that it is an infusion crafting because of the way that it's like set up here. So I would actually need a block of quartz, Salus Mundus, and Order Shard. And in order to pump in some of the aspects that it's going to need, which are down here, I'm going to need to make sure that there are some jars on the side there that can actually have these and get pulled into the infusion altar. So we're gonna have to make ourselves an infusion altar before we're able to start up any sort of infusions, which makes a lot of sense. Same thing with silverwood, rod, wood, wand core, whatever you want to call it. It requires all of these aspects, Salus Mundus as well, and a bunch of aspects. I think it's like almost one of every aspect, and then some more Percantio. I think these are all the base aspects. Yeah, so I'm going to get started on that. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to craft myself a bunch of these glass warded jars. So we're just going to grab a bunch of these guys. It is still more expensive to use this wand, I know, but, you know, whatever. Whatever, it don't matter to me. I don't need that many of them just yet anyways, so it's not that big of a deal. Now, warded jars you can just kind of place down. Oh, might as well look at them. Oh, no. Look at them. There we go. You gotta hold shift sometimes. Wow, it's only one arbor? That's weird. I figured it would have had some vacuous and some other things like normal jars. Anyways, you can break them with your hand, which is pretty good. If you shift and then right click with them, you'll hear like a bit of a glass... Yeah, a bit of a water movement. That basically just empties out the jar of any aspect that might be in there. There's a bunch of different ways of getting stuff into these jars. One of them, is using, nope, not in here, is using Essentia tubes, which I don't have researched just yet, but I'm about to. And you can also use glass files, which carries about 8 of the aspects, so you can make these. They're pretty simple to make. They don't require anything. You can just use a normal workbench for this, and it just requires clay and 3 glass. There we go, and you get 8 of them each. And they're reusable, so you can just kind of use them to take from one jar and move it to the other. So I think that's how we're going to start out until we get ourselves some golems, and then we'll start automating this thing. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to have our jars on this side of the room right here. And I'm not entirely sure how many I'm going to need, because this has been a while since I've played with Thaumcraft. But yeah, we're going to have our jars on this wall here and on this wall here. And then we're going to have the thing that we cook up the stuff with. I think that's a crucible. No, it's a I think it's a distiller. Yeah, it's like a special type of crucible that uses the... I think it is the distillery, to be honest. Yeah, it is. Okay, so it's this thing right here, the alchemical furnace. So this basically breaks down items using heat into their alchemical equivalent, so like their aspect equivalent. So it'll break down items into the essentia, and then you pump the essentia into these jars and stuff, but you also need the distillers to be able to do that. So using the arcane alembic, you can make yourself some distillers, which will allow you to pump those out, but you don't have to use a pump the entire time. This is getting really, really convoluted very fast. But yeah, we're eventually going to have that right here, because the reason why you want it like here instead of, let's say, over here, is because sometimes when the golem is like bringing stuff around, he gets derped up on your altar. So it's best to have it in the corner. So yeah, I thought I saw something. Alright, so yeah, it's best to have it in the corner here, because then the golem can, you know, go along this path and go along this path without derping out. And worst comes to worst, I'll just like clear out a path behind the jars for the golem to get to, and that way he doesn't have to go near the altar, because I've seen a lot of people that have like very derpy golems. Anyways, I'm gonna get started on crafting some of the infusion stuff, and I'm also going to fill up my gold-banded greatwood wand with some stuff from the nodes out there, and I'll be right back. Welcome back, guys. Just a couple things that I wanted to note. The reason why I could see those nodes through the walls was actually because I was wearing my goggles of revealing. I completely forgot that I was wearing those. Yeah, they allow you to see the nodes clear as day, which is pretty awesome. So we do actually have a couple nodes here, which is awesome. You can also see the aspects of the node. And the other thing that I wanted to mention is that now that I have a greatwood wand and I do have the research that prevents me from taking all of the aspects, this node preserver right here, I don't have to worry about draining the node completely dry. Now, at the same time, anytime that I find new nodes, I think it would be best for me to just scan it. And I should probably scan it before I drain it, now that I think about it, because that was really dumb of me. There we go. And that gives me a lot of aspects, a lot of the primary aspects, I should say, which is really, really nice to have. And yeah, so I'm going to keep. Before we get started, I wanted to, started making this stuff, I wanted to show you guys I did clear out a little bit of an area here. I think the book shows that the Infusion Crafting, and at least in this picture, is a 7x7. So I've just cleared out the 7x7, kind of preparing for this. I'm not entirely sure on the reach of these jars, but I think it's pretty darn far. From what I've seen. So we're gonna bank on that. If we do need to move them a little closer, we will. I mean, it doesn't really bother us too much. Anyways, that, and we are going to be crafting a bunch of different things, and it's going to cost us a lot of V. So in the sake of being very frugal, I'm going to make myself some enchanted fabric. There we go, 19 enchanted fabric to be exact. And with enchanted fabric, I can make myself some thaumaturge's robes, which, as you can see, gives me a V discount of 2%. I can also make the leggings of the armor, which gives, well, it's leggings, which also gives me an additional 2%, and I can make the boots, which gives me an additional 1%. So that gives me a total of an extra 5% decrease. When coupled with the goggles of revealing, that gives me a total of 10% discount, which is pretty darn nice. So as you can see, it only cost me 90% V of all of the stuff that I'm going to craft. So when we started out with the iron-capped wooden wand right here, it actually cost us an additional 10%. Now we're down to 100% on this one and 90% on this one. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. Now I'm going to get ready for the other crafting that we're going to need. The first thing that I'm going to set up is probably the alchemy furnace, which requires a crucible, which I just stole the one that I had there. Then it's also going to require some arcane stone blocks, which requires stone, I think it's smooth stone, and a shard in the middle. So we're going to go get that, because we're going to need a lot of it, and I don't think I have any on me right now, so we might actually have to create some in the Aethercraft mod, which, by the way, is really awesome, because it means that I don't have to do very much mining off camera, or like preparation work off camera, which, you know, helps me out a lot, and ultimately helps you guys out too. Let's see, shards, because that means that I can put more effort into just getting things done, and less effort into doing very lame and boring things, such as just, you know, mining, or cowering in a corner. That's my favorite thing to do in the world, scour in a corner. So we're going to have to make some of these. Okay, I'm actually going to take one of those just in case, and boom. There we go. That should be enough for now. Okay, the next thing we're going to need to do is... Okay, for the alchemical furnace, we're going to need an actual furnace itself. Oh my goodness, why didn't I bring that over? Ah! Alright, so we're going to go get ourselves a furnace. Furnace. Boom, boom, done. There we go. I don't know why I have like these rooms so far apart, or like all that stuff. Like, I could set up some more AE network over here, but I don't really need to, because I mean, it's not that big of a walk. And I only walk it every now and then, so it's not that bad. Okay, and I think it was crafted like this. There we go. And as you can see, it needs 4.5, 4.5. It actually needs 5, but we get a 10% discount, so that's awesome. So alchemical furnace, there we go. We got ourselves our alchemical furnace. The next batch of stuff, I'm just going to craft on my own here. Oh no. Uh-oh, we have a bit of a problem. I don't have any silverwood logs. I'm gonna have to go exploring again. Oh, can you hear the enthusiasm in my voice? All right, well, I'm gonna go do some exploring, and I'll be back if I find a silverwood log. Well, silverwood tree. Hey guys, just before we head out, I wanted to build myself something called a hang glider, which is, you know, in real life too, but we're gonna craft some ourselves. There we go, 1 wing. And 2 wing. I don't know why I did. Oh crap, I crafted way too many of those. Crap. Now I'm completely out of leather, aren't I? Crap. Well, we're gonna make ourselves a hang glider. Yeah, that's right. These things, I'm sure you've seen a lot of other Minecrafters use these before. Basically, you just right-click and it puts it on, and you kind of slowly go down. If you hold down Shift, it'll actually go down a lot quicker. It's pretty useful. I mean, like, it's a really good way of getting around, and that way I don't have to use up any of my air force, because like when I hold this button down to glide, you can see that bar goes down. But if I use the hang glider, oh, I keep on double clicking. As you can see, it equips it, and then I can kind of just fly around, float around for a lot longer. So if I get to a really high position, I should be able to fly a fairly large distance without having to use too much of my wing power. And yeah, so that should help me cover a lot of distance, find that silverwood log, and get it back to base. Anyways, bye. Welcome back, guys and girls. Yeah, that didn't take too long at all. Look at that, I found the silverwood tree. It is mine. Oh, there's actually 2. Well, one cool thing about the silverwood trees is sometimes they will have a special node inside of them. right there, as you can tell by the hole right there. And when I look at it, it actually has a node. I think I can drain from it too. Yeah, look at that. I drained some Ordo from it. It's pretty awesome, actually. So I'm going to leave this one because it has the Aura node, and I think I'm going to break this one, completely wreck its whole existence, because I don't think it has one. So let's just... oh, apparently I can't shift-click this. This is weird. Oh, well, that's really weird. Normally I'm able to shift-click. Can I do that to this? No, okay. Maybe I need... There we go. Maybe I need a block in my hand. There we go. So, this is probably not the most efficient way of dealing with silver woods, because you normally want to break down the wood and then see if you get anything. And they also spawn with a bunch of shimmer leaves around, which just give you quicksilver underneath them. But yeah, this is probably not the most efficient way now that I remember all about silverwood trees. It's coming back to me! Oh, the mistakes, the humanity, the lag. What? So yeah, when you're dealing with silverwood trees, normally what you want to do is just break them down and then wait for the leaves to drop. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. Let's shift click it. Boosh! There we go. We got ourselves a bunch of silverwood logs. That's awesome. So yeah, normally you just break down the tree first and then you just let it... Holy crap, that guy's huge. And then you just wait for the leaves to despawn. Unfortunately, I am on a schedule, because that is the best way of dealing with it, because it gives you the highest amount of chance of getting a silverwood tree drop. Sapling. There we go. That's what I wanted to say. Oh yeah. Oh wow. We've got 3 around here. What the heck? Where were these guys hiding? Yeah. So I went all over the place, all over the map, looking for this thing, like all over here, all over here, all over here. And then all I decide is like, oh yeah, let's go straight up. Find like 3. Oh my, the irony, the luck. What are you? You're a siren. Okay. Anyways, meet you guys back. Welcome back, guys and girls, to the base. Yeah, well, we finally got some silverwood logs, which is pretty good, but we didn't get too many, but we know where the rest are, so we can go back there. By the way, I also forgot to mention that there were some mushrooms back there, too, which is pretty interesting. We might go back there with, like, what's it called? I'm at a loss. Silk touch, that's it, it's coming back to me. Ooh, what is that? Silverwood planks. Oh wait, no, that's not what we want. We want 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We are going to make ourselves some V filters. We're going to make 3 exactly. And we're also going to make ourselves from the V filters, of course. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, well, it doesn't really matter all that much. Is it this one as well? Wait, how much? I can't remember the... Okay, how do I make you? You, how make? Oh, I need some gold in that corner. Okay, and in this corner, we have the gold. Yeah, we're gonna make ourselves 3 arcane alembics. Ah, insufficient fee. One moment. And we're back. Okay, sweet. I got myself some more V. Yeah, arcane alembic. We're making 2 more. There we go. We slap these guys on top of our... Oh, don't tell me I forgot to make the furnace as well. Did I put that away? Oh my. Okay, we need to grab our furnace here, and then we're going to, yeah, there it is. And then we're going to slap all of these guys down, and we're going to start pumping some stuff into them. Not just yet, but I wanted to show you guys how I am setting this up. So we just go ahead and slap this guy here. I might actually move him a bit back later on, depending. So just slap these guys on here. Oh, I am facing them the wrong way. Whoopsie doopsie. There we go. And then I think I want them facing this way. Yeah, should be good. Oh, I am so derp. I am like the derpiest of derps. There we go. Okay, so we have our arcane alembics now. You can actually pump out of everything except for the front here, and that's why I wanted to make sure that the direction was okay. But yeah, if I put in some fuel into the bottom here, and then I put in something, let's say, like quicksilver, it will break the quicksilver down into those 3 aspects you see there: poison, the spirally thingy, because I can't remember the name of it, and the ingot, or ingus, I don't know. I don't know the aspect names, and I'm not going to pretend to know them either. But yeah, so it'll break it down, and then it'll go up here, and each of these will fill with a different aspect. In theory, sometimes they like to derp up and try and fill with the same aspect, like 2 of the same aspects. But yeah, in theory, they should fill this right up with poison, the spirally thingy, and the ingot. And then we should be able to pump those out into respective jars. I think for now we're going to do it by hand. But yep, that should be pretty good. Next up is crafting this big thingy here. Yeah, I'll be right back. Once again, welcome back, guys. Yeah, I kind of had to go on an adventure. It turns out that I used up all of my ender pearls in these elevator blocks, so I went and farmed some endermen that were around. That's really hard to do, by the way, because endermen are just nowhere to be found. I actually killed a few ender eyes instead. Those are those giant flying dragon eye thingies. Yeah, anyways, suffice to say, I grabbed some ender pearls, and then I quickly came back and crafted the crap out of them in Aethercraft to make sure that I had some duplicates in case I needed them for further recipes, so I didn't have to go out there and do that again. I rely way too much on that. It feels like cheating. Is it cheating? It might be cheating. Who knows? Anyways, yeah, so Infusion Crafting. We're going to make ourselves the Runic Matrix, which is just arcane stone, which, please tell me, I don't have. I am normally so prepared for these things, but I'm just not prepared today. Oh no. There they are. Oh, yes. Cough to the right, cough to the left. I have no idea what I'm talking about anymore. So yeah, we're going to create ourselves the runic thingy-majigger. Yeah. I'm so technical into these mods. Insufficient V, 36. Oh, okay, well, looks like we're going to have to do another jump. And we're back. Here we go. We've got ourselves enough V now. Let's make ourselves the Runic Matrix. The next thing that we're going to need is some arcane pedestals, which I think is crafted this way, and then it requires a little bit of air. There we go. So craft that up. We're going to need more than that. So let's actually craft up... I think I need a total of... Let's go with 8 extras on top of the 2 that we have there. So there we go, we've got 10 total. Let's now all we have to do is just actually there's one more thing that we need some of these. Okay, so I am following the recipes in the book here if you want to see. So we're gonna need some arcane stones, we're gonna need an arcane pedestal, arcane stone blocks, which are the basic ones, empty space, and then runic matrix. So first of all, I'm going to just place down a bunch of these arcane blocks as the base, and we're going to need some more of those, so I'm going to go ahead and craft those and be right back again. There we go, I got a buttload more, so now we just place these down. Boosh, 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 boosh. Do. Okay, yeah, okay. Until we've got the entire place kind of locked down with the arcane stones. I don't really like the texture of these things, but I guess it'll work. They're just not as smooth, I find. Alright, and then the next thing that we need to do is find the center, which based on... yeah, it should be right here, because it's 3, and then 3, and since we know that this is a 7x7, that's the center right here. Then we just need to place down these guys right there, right there, right there, right there, and then it's this. Oh no, not stone, not stone indeed. Oh, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons right now. All right, so now we need this type of stone right up top here, on top of the stone bricks there. There we go, and let me just check really quick. Okay, so then it's empty space, then runic matrix. Okay, so we might actually need to place down some things in the way first. So boom, and then place. Okay, that is a really pretty block, I must say. Like, that is probably my favorite block to look at. Oh, it's so sexy. Okay, and then the next part of it, I think we need to just right-click it with our wand. Oh, it needs all of these. Okay, I'm gonna go get those aspects and I'll be right back. All right, welcome back. We are ready to do this. Here we go. Boosh! Yeah, look at that. That is so sexy. Oh, yeah. Oh, whoa. Really? They're gonna disappear on me. That's not cool. That's not cool. I'm trying to look at you. You're so pretty and beautiful. Yeah, and then all we have to do now is just make sure that we have these things placed down kind of like this, I think. Maybe? I don't know. I think there needs to be 2 on each side. The cool thing about Infusions is that you have to keep everything kind of, you know, in sync. And no, not like the boy band, but more so just like everything needs to be balanced, equal. Because if anything's imbalanced, then you get some nasty, nasty effects, like purple goop everywhere. And purple goop is not cool. It's not cool, man, not cool. So there we go, we have ourselves an infusion altar. Look at that sexy son of a bee. Oh, man. So the next thing that we need to do is just get ourselves some essentia and figure out what we want to craft. Ooh. And then I'll show you guys some infusion crafting. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that is all the time that we have for today. I know what you're thinking. It's like, oh, but you're so close to infusion crafting. Oh, but the thing is, infusion crafting is so awesome that I want to save it for its own episode. It is so awesome that I am going to leave it for another episode. That way we don't spoil it with me trying to like quickly get through it and all that stuff. And we can just sit back, relax, and enjoy the infusion crafting. Doesn't that sound awesome? Oh, it sounds so amazing! Anyways, yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode half as much as I enjoyed the episode and running around all over the place. Yeah. And, I don't know, I had a thought, but then the thought escaped me. Anyways, I hope to see you guys in the next video. And until then, bye!